What if I told you there's a plan to build a city unlike any other on Earth? A city with no taxes, zero emissions, and fully powered by renewable energy. A city in the shape of a giant Bitcoin. Sounds unbelievable, right? Maybe even like something out of a science fiction novel? But here's the kicker. This isn't fiction. It's a real, ambitious project being constructed right at the base of a volcano in El Salvador. But that leaves us with a burning question. Why here? And what does Bitcoin, of all things, have to do with it? In this video, we dive deep into the heart of El Salvador's boldest and most ambitious project yet, Bitcoin City. Nestled at the base of a volcano, this futuristic metropolis is designed to be a crypto haven, with every aspect of daily life intertwined with blockchain technology. We'll explore how this $17 billion investment is not only transforming El Salvador, but also setting the stage for a global economic revolution. Whether you're a crypto enthusiast or just curious about the future of money, you won't want to miss this. Picture this: a country, small in size but with big dreams, trying to reinvent itself on the world stage. El Salvador, a nation that has faced its fair share of challenges, decades of civil unrest, economic hardship, and rampant gang violence. For many years, it was a place where dreams were stifled by the harsh realities of life. But now, there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon, one that comes in the form of a revolutionary idea: Bitcoin City. To understand the full scope of this vision, we need to take a closer look at the country behind it. El Salvador, nestled in Central America, is home to over 6.3 million people. Despite its rich cultural history and breathtaking landscapes, the country has struggled to lift itself out of economic hardship. Civil war, political turmoil, and widespread corruption have left scars on its economy, making it one of the poorest nations in the region. Today, nearly 28% of Salvadorans live below the poverty line, with another 40% teetering on the brink of falling into poverty. But these statistics only scratch the surface. The inequality and instability that have plagued El Salvador for years have also fueled a more dangerous problem: gang violence. At one point, El Salvador held the grim title of having one of the highest homicide rates in the world, with 18 people murdered daily in 2015. This climate of fear and violence has cast a long shadow over the country's potential, trapping its people in a cycle of poverty and insecurity. So how does Bitcoin fit into all of this? Enter President Nayib Bukele, a leader with a bold vision to turn the tide for his country. In September 2021, Bukele made headlines around the globe by making Bitcoin legal tender in El Salvador, a move that stunned both supporters and critics alike. For Bukele, Bitcoin represented more than just a digital currency. It was a lifeline, a way to attract foreign investment, empower the unbanked population, and, most importantly, put El Salvador on the map as a forward-thinking nation. But adopting Bitcoin was only the beginning. Bukele's government announced an even more ambitious project: the creation of Bitcoin City. This isn't just any city. It's a place designed from the ground up to be a technological and economic utopia. The city will be built near the Concagua volcano, harnessing geothermal energy to power the entire metropolis. Imagine streets lined with sleek, energy-efficient buildings, all interconnected by a smart grid that ensures no energy is wasted. And above it all, a towering monument to Bitcoin, symbolizing the digital currency's central role in the city's economy. Bitcoin City will be a haven for innovation, attracting entrepreneurs, tech enthusiasts, and visionaries from around the world. And perhaps most striking of all, there will be no traditional taxes. No income tax, no property tax, no capital gains tax. Instead, the city will fund itself through a value-added tax, ensuring that residents and businesses can thrive in a low-tax environment. But this dream is not without its skeptics. Critics argue that building a city from scratch, especially one so heavily reliant on a volatile digital currency, is a risky endeavor. They question whether the project can truly deliver on its promises, or if it's destined to become a costly experiment that fails to benefit the very people it was intended to help. Despite the doubts, construction of Bitcoin City is moving forward. The project is still in its early stages, but the foundations are being laid, both literally and figuratively, for what could become one of the most remarkable urban developments of the 21st century. Exciting developments are unfolding in El Salvador, as the latest updates reveal a massive infrastructure investment. The government recently announced that Yilport, a Turkish holding company, will invest $1.62 billion in two of El Salvador's seaports. This historic investment will revitalize the Acajutla seaport, key for exporting coffee, sugar, and balsamic salts, and the La Union seaport, the future site of Bitcoin City. So, as we stand on the brink of this new era for El Salvador, we're left with a final question. Will Bitcoin City be the beacon of hope that transforms a nation, or will it become a cautionary tale of what happens when dreams collide with reality? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: El Salvador is making a bold bet on the future, and the world is watching closely. As we wrap up our journey through El Salvador's audacious $17 billion Bitcoin City, it's clear that this is no ordinary urban project. Whether you see it as a beacon of innovation or a high-stakes gamble, one thing is undeniable: Bitcoin City is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's a bold experiment in combining technology, finance, and urban planning in a way that could redefine our cities for generations to come. What do you think? Could Bitcoin City set a new standard for futuristic urban living? Or is it a high-risk venture that might not live up to the hype? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and join the conversation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most ambitious projects of our time, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us bring you more exciting content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.